Hey beauties, welcome back to 2000 and Pretty, and in today's video I am bringing you guys a haul. Yes, a haul. I know I haven't done a haul in forever long. At one point I was bringing you guys my hauls at the end of every month, so whatever I purchased for that month I would do a collective monthly haul, and I haven't done that in since maybe the spring. I think about the spring. I just have not been shopping. I have not been buying stuff. I have been reallocating my money to serve different purposes, so I have not been buying makeup until this month. I did pick up a few things because there was a release from Wet n Wild, the Sequins and Stardust collection, and also two releases from MAC that I really wanted. I wanted to get some of the lipsticks from the Selena collection and also a few pieces from the Nutcracker Suite collection, so that's what I'm going to be showing you guys today. Outside of that, I have not picked up anything, not one other piece of makeup at all. Yeah, none of the holiday collections have really been doing it for me, so I'm not even interested in anything from any other brand at this time. So without any further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys the things that I picked up from MAC. Okay, so as I've probably mentioned to you in other videos, I'm not a really big MAC shopper, especially when it comes to shopping in store, because I've always gotten such rude customer service. But recently the customer service has been a little bit better. People have been a lot nicer, and I've just started shopping at different MAC stores. So the ones that I have frequented recently have been, you know, a much better experience for me and have encouraged me to want to actually shop the brand a little bit more. So when the MAC, regardless of the customer service, when they announced that they were doing a Selena collection, I already knew I was going to get these. You guys know the backstory of how this collection came about, and I'm really happy that they listened to Selena's fans and they just got it going, you know, and I feel like they did a really good job at it. I was able to pick up two of the lipsticks. I picked up Dreaming of You and Como la Flor. And oh my god, guys, like I I picked these up. I literally stocked the website. I stocked all of the stores that sold MAC. I feel like these went live earlier than they were supposed to, but I just booked it. I was on the MAC website for 3 days during that time, and when it was the actual day of the release, as soon as it was added to my cart, I did, and I checked out immediately. I didn't grab any samples, I didn't grab any freebies, I didn't do anything. I just grabbed what I was there for, and I was out. I was not able to get the third lipstick, which is Amor Prohibido, but I am glad that I got the two that I got, which were the two red shades. So this one here is Dreaming of You, and this is a matte lipstick, and this is very similar to Diva. It's that deep wine kind of tone, perfect for the fall. I have not worn these yet. This next shade here is Como la Flor, and this is an amplified lipstick, and this one is more of a true red. These are my first MAC lipsticks. So I've never tried any MAC formula before, not even like testing it out, not swatching it, nothing like that. Especially not on my lips from a store. So I have not applied these. I don't know what they're going to feel like on the lips. So this is definitely something that's brand new to me, and I may possibly have to maybe do a look or insert a picture or something of me when I finally do wear these, and I will get around to it. I just haven't yet, and I still have to take pictures of everything. Okay, so let's move on to something that's more recent. I picked up 4 items from the MAC Nutcracker Suite collection. The first up is this pigment set. This is the Nutcracker Suite Bronze Pigments and Glitter Kit, and it's a drawer, so you kind of just pull it out like this, and that's how it goes here. It comes with 4 of the MAC pigments, the mini pigments. The first shade is Sugar Rush, and it's kind of like a vanilla kind of shade. The next one is Star Dream, and this kind of reminds me of MAC's Tan. This next one up is Handsome Prince, and this is more of a bronze tone. And then this last one is a glitter. This is a very, very fine glitter. I swatched these in store when I went to pick up my items because I did a pre-order, so I just had to go in and pick it up. This next one is Raining Riches, and this is a kind of a copper fine glitter. And these glitters are like so soft. They literally, I understand why they call them glitter pigments, because they're not chunky. You really don't feel them at all. So this was the first set that I picked up, and there's another glitter kit, another glitter pigment kit, and it has 2 glitters, 2 pigments, whereas this one has 3 pigments and 1 glitter. And this was just something that I was more interested in. I do like the other one, and I contemplated going back for it, but I don't know if I will. We'll see how it goes. Okay, so obviously the star of this collection were the highlighting and blush duos. The most infamous one was the one that holds MAC's Whisper of Guilt. Well, I had to go ahead and get both of them. And I even contemplated getting a double of the copper palette. So one is called Copper Compact and the other is called Peach Compact, and I really considered getting a second of the Copper Compact because that one has Whisper of Guilt in it, but I talked myself out of it. I said it's not necessary. I have a whole bunch of other highlights. I'm never really going to run through it. There is no need to get a backup, and whatever, when it comes to Whisper of Guilt, there really doesn't have to be a need. It's Whisper of Guilt, you know, either you're gonna get a backup or you're not. But I didn't want to be greedy. I know how much, you know, people wanted it, so I just got one of each and I'm really, really happy. I tried to hold off from using these because I wanted to take pictures of them, but I couldn't help myself. I haven't used the peach one, but I did dive into the copper, so I'll show you those right now. So these are the compacts outside of the box. It has this really beautiful embroidery. I love the packaging. It is a little bit thick. I will, you know, say that it is a little, ooh, there, the magnets. Okay, so yeah, it's a magnet closure. And yeah, it's a little bit thick, but it is really lovely. It's really nice to look at. So this one here is the Copper Compact. It comes with a mirror that I'm not going to show to the camera, but this is the Copper Compact, and this here is Whisper of Guilt, and this is the blush in Pleasure model. So these were both limited edition items that were released in earlier collections, and by fan demand, MAC decided to bring them back in this holiday collection, and I'm happy for that because I really wasn't like makeup crazed at the time when these first released, and you always, even to this day, you always hear people talk about the infamous Whisper of Guilt. So I'm happy that they brought it back in this compact and I was able to try it. They are pressed really compactly in this, so I would say you would really have to work through the first layer to actually get the full-on pigmentation. But other than that, I do think that this is a beautiful compact, and I do think that is definitely the it item of this entire collection. This next one here is the Peach Compact, and for me, this blush really isn't peach so much. I don't know, it kind of leans more to like a nudish pinky mauve kind of shade. I would not necessarily call this peach. When I think of peach, especially for me being a woman of color, this is not something that I would classify as peach. I kind of feel like they could have even gotten away with calling it pink. It really looks like a pale pink. So I don't necessarily agree with the name of it, but I do think that it's a beautiful product nevertheless. The highlighter in this compact is called Tutu, and the blush is at Dusk. We'll see when I do the swatches what it looks like against my skin. So yeah, these were the two must-have things in the collection for me, and I am really excited that I was able to get it. I'm telling you that pre-order was the best thing ever, to not have to go through the hustle and bustle, the online craziness. I went through the online craziness with the Selena collection, but to not have to go through the online craziness for this was amazing. So I'm really happy for the pre-order. And lastly, from the Nutcracker Suite collection, another item that I was very much interested in from that collection was the Rose Pigment. Now, Rose Pigment has been released in several limited edition MAC collections, but the actual pigment itself, the actual Rose Pigment itself, is a permanent item. I just picked up the mini of it because it's the same exact pigment. I'm okay with the smaller size. So whereas the miniature one is not included in the collection as a whole presentation, the full size one is. I just decided to go with this one because this is something that I have wanted to pick up from MAC for a while, and I figured while I was in the swing of picking up items at that time, I would go ahead and get this as well. In that same breath, while I was picking up that pigment, I was going to pick up MAC's Chartreuse Pigment as well. And how many times can I say pigment in this video? But in that same swing, I was picking up the miniature of the MAC Chartreuse Pigment, and right at the register they had a display where they were discontinuing, or where they had on sale, the Trolls collection. And in the Trolls collection is the shade Chartreuse. Now, I hate the packaging. I think the packaging is ugly with this ugly troll on it. Yeah, no, I'm not here for the trolls. But it's a full-size Chartreuse Pigment, and it's on 60% sale, so it came out to $8, whereas the mini pigments are $10 each, which is okay because the full-size ones are $22, and these are half sizes, or actually they're a little more than half sizes. So instead of spending $10 on the Chartreuse that would have been this size, I decided to go ahead and pick up the Chartreuse from the Trolls collection, which is double the amount of products, and I saved $2 because it only came out to $8 with it being 60% off. So that was a win for me. I just, had to suck up this ugly packaging. I'm just not here for it. But nevertheless, I got the pigment that I wanted, and I was able to get it in a full size. So I am happy about that. And I do believe that that is all that I picked up from MAC. So next up, another hot limited edition collection, this time in the drugstore, was from Wet n Wild. It was from the Sequins and Stardust, or is it Stardust and Sequins? I don't know, one of the two. I hit Walgreens first because usually the Walgreens in my area get Wet n Wild limited edition products before any other store. So I hit them first and they didn't have it. My Harmon's had the display, but it had already gotten hit, so I missed out on the products that I wanted. And then maybe like a week later, I found the display, a brand new untouched display. I think it was only like one of the pigments missing, but the illuminators and the lip glosses and the nail polishes and everything else was still intact. So of course, I picked up the items I wanted. So I picked up two of the Gold Bar illuminators. It's called Holly Goldhead. I really don't like the name, but nevertheless, I'm here for the product, and I picked up both of them. They were, what, $3.99, $2.99? And on top of that, I got it for 40% off at Rite Aid. So yes, I got both of them. And then I picked up two of the pigments, and these are Ride On My Copper and Heart of Rose Gold. So there were 4 pigments in total. I just got two, the two deeper ones. I do believe that these are the two deeper ones. I got those. And then I was not intending on picking up any of the lip glosses because, I just wasn't all that crazy about them. But when I saw these two shades in the store, I was just really curious about them. And they were like $1.99 plus 40% off. And I figured, why not? I'll just pick up 2 of them. I do believe that that is it for my haul. I told you guys I have not been picking up makeup. I just picked up these few things because I could not pass the Selena collection. I could not pass the Nutcracker Suite collection, and definitely that limited edition Wet n Wild collection was something that I was interested in hitting up. So I know that it's a small haul, but I hope you guys enjoyed it nevertheless. If you have any other comments, concerns, or anything that you want to let me know, feel free to drop them in the comment section. All of the links to my social media or wherever you want to find me or contact me will be listed in the description. And that is it for this video. I will talk to you guys in another one. Bye.